What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Yeah, we got that Jermell, Charlo, and Harrison fight coming up. I like Charlo in that fight. I like Charlo. I like Charlo a lot in that fight. I felt like he won the first fight, but it was after I watched the fight again, it was closer than I initially thought it was, to be honest. But I still had Charlo edging it out. But the judges seen it the way they seen it. But I feel like in a fight like this, Charlo, I did, and especially in the first like 3 or 4 rounds, he was just gung ho going for the knockout, and just he really wasn't himself. I know I'm sure in his heart he know the first couple of rounds that wasn't, he was just, I think because him and his brother been knocking everybody out so much, he was just, he was trying too hard to get the knockout instead of letting the knockout come and fighting and just fighting a smart fight and letting the knockout come because the shots was there, but he was rushing the shots. He know it. That's why I say I think in his next fight, I really believe he probably gonna knock Harrison out, and that ain't no hate on Harrison. Harrison's a good fighter. He fought a good fight that last time. Cause like I said, when you watch it again, he was sticking a lot of jabs in, little slick punches. I mean, he was touching. I mean, so he was in the fight, no doubt about it. I mean, no doubt about it. It wasn't like it was a gift, but not really. Because Charlo could have did a lot more. I think he just, I mean, he felt like he won the fight. But this is why I say, if the fight get to the 8th, 9th, 10th round, Charlo will, I believe he'll be willing to give more in the end than Harrison will, because I believe he's willing to do anything he got to do in that ring to get his belt back. I truly believe that, because I think he did get a little bit humbled by the loss, but not really, because in his heart of heart and in his mind, he didn't lose that fight. I mean, you can watch that tape 5, 6 times. You're not gonna have him losing. At the worst, a draw. At the worst, a draw. But he didn't lose that fight, and so when you know that in your heart, and then you see a dude that's overplaying to win, and don't get me wrong, Tony Harrison should be happy that he won, but everybody got eyes, and I like Tony Harrison. Ain't no diss, but truth to truth, you didn't. I don't feel like he really won that fight, but he did win. But I'm just saying, Charlo should have a lot of confidence from that fight right there going to the next one. And I'm thinking Harrison probably, he probably see some, he probably saw some things he can do too. But I really believe I can see him getting knocked out this time, because I don't think Jermell will come out there rushing a knockout, because that's what he was doing. The first about 4 or 5 rounds, if he honest with himself, I think the way he was fighting looked like he was more focused on knocking dude out than anything else. It's like his whole intent. He was going there looking for the knockout, and it's with an A-class fighter, you gotta let the knockout come. But now the knockout was there, and the knockout is there, and I think the knockout will come, because I don't think he's gonna trust the judges in this fight again. So I'm thinking this time he gonna outbox him, but if he get late in the fight, he going for a knockout, and that's when you go for it late, not early. Just let it come early, and I think DJ have him real focused, and have him get the right sparring. He definitely gonna know what kind of sparring he need to get back into the next time, and I just think he the younger, fresher, the young bull, and like I say, Tony Harrison was talking a lot of shit. he been talking tall shit, So I'm telling you, I'm sure Charlo can't wait to get in the ring and straighten this. But either way it go, Tony Harrison is the champion, and you gotta respect that. And he did fight the 12 rounds, and even though I feel like he didn't win, he was in the fight. He wasn't. It wasn't a case where he done lost by 4 or 5 rounds. It wasn't no shit like that. It definitely was a fight, and it was a fight that Charlo, I know he know in his heart that he could have fought a whole lot different. Because to be honest with you, he looked kind of sloppy in the beginning to me, and I wasn't used to seeing him looking like that. And that's when I knew, I said, damn, he too focused on the knockout. So I don't think he gonna make that mistake this time. I think he gonna do whatever he gotta do to get that belt back. That's that. That's. I'm sure he got pride, and he ain't gonna feel right until he strapped back up. So I expect. Either a victory or I'm more looking for a knockout because I don't think he gonna trust the judges. I don't feel him trusting the judges, but I think he'll go about it the right way this time instead of just the first, this time just box him for a few rounds and feel him completely out instead of going out with the big punches early like that, like he did, because he was winging them big shots from everywhere. But I like the Charlo brothers. I do. I think they competition for anybody in any division. I think they can compete with anybody in any division. I can't say who they can and can't, because I don't know if they ready for Canelo, but I think they ready for Triple G. I think they ready for Danny Jacobs. I think they ready for Jared Hurd. There's some good. That's why I know he ain't finna miss all this motherfucking money. Them dudes, he like to floss. So ain't no doubt about it. Tony Harrison finna get some real drama this time. He talking that good shit, and I like Tony Harrison. I like that brother. He a good fighter, but I mean, I don't see it. I really think he gonna probably get. I think they gonna stop it this next time. I think it's probably take about 8 or 9 rounds. It ain't gonna be early. I don't think it could be, but I don't think it'll be early. But I think 8 or 9 rounds when Charlo field him all the way out and it get late and he decide to commit completely and instead of throwing them. Because if he'd have waited with them big shots and caught him off guard with them, he might have landed something. But he was winging all them big shots earlier. And I really didn't like him in that, especially in the first part of that fight. I was a little bit disappointed in him because he was being real sloppy, and I know he know it. So I guarantee you, he gonna come in with a completely different fight this next time around. But that's it on this video. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe to the next one. It's your boy Spiel, dog.